Welcome to Ihe Na-Eme N'Ime Ogbe. Ihe Na-Eme N'Ime Ogbe is a youthful program. Back I na, atụpị okwu ọnụ, ebe a onwe ife na-eme na community ebe a ka anyị na-akali ya anyị for youth no. So tata onye mụ na ya na-abụ no yeah, the Bible master onwe topic na-enwe ọkụ na Nigeria anyị si ka anyị bute ka anyị kali ya today, anyị na-anyị fụ na onwe ka obodo si wee dị. So ka obodo anyị fụ si wee dị gosi na onye ọbụla na-ajụ question, onye ọbụla na-ajụ question, and question na-efo ka anyị bụ wee bịa gbasara onwe na-akpọ big brother that is President Trump. Now topic I thought about President Trump's message to Nigeria. Is it a game changer or a time bomb? So we are going to look at it, because
yeah.
So but the mamas the cake is where for topic I thought.
Well, it's a nice topic, and Afugu na Nigeria, many people now they resolve the problem. Unfortunately, for time as a very big problem. Citing so many things, US sitting okay, now Afghanistan, fight terrorism, see the outcome. Fight every to see the outcome. Go to see a couple of places. I say na US
Meaning
go see what the outcome.
People know outcome in according to
on the negative.
They're on the negative.
Yeah. So, meaning that none about most times fano chogo. At the end of the whole thing, they fight. I conquer the country when they will finally leave. So, but that's not the case in Nigeria, because from Ife Trump, the first thing was in a country of particular concern. Yeah, and all the solely on religion. Meaning that na also a genocide against Christians.
Against Christian community.
Yeah. So this is the area on our touch. And a plus, a very big plus. Yeah, in Nigeria cho edere. Or this is a chance funny they capitalize on. Because before US is not like every other country that you just see they are acting upon Ife Fano from Nigerians.
Yes, they are, yeah.
They have the highest intellectual property the world were to offer. Found where the highest tip off on every area, let's say data and every information, Madam you can think of. Now, before US will come open to say, you call Trump big brother. Yeah, that's big brother whole world.
Yes.
So before they will come open to say that Nigeria is a country of particular concern,
yes,
they've watched, they've observed for some time. And that's the man whose word is an order.
But don't you feel that this big brother is taking side?
On the Christians, right?
Yes, on the Christians,
See,
because when you come to Nigeria, we're Christian,
we're Muslims.
Then we're tradition, like people,
yeah,
animalists, they were animalists that,
Okay.
Yes.
Why I would not say that on a take side? There are series of events, the open to everybody. We believe that US is aware of all these things. And all those things are calling his attention. Although that the Muslims, always some words say about Madabihu or Tanyeze before, if not, there are some things people want to make it go clear that this is actually a fight for religion. Kind of, not the north, because even in Oku or center on the north, Okuroku East, Okuroku Okuroku, south and southwest, all those sides. So every Obado Okuna north, only a reason Ojiwe gather place. And why we have to just accept, to me, with good heart, accept is coming, they are coming, is that we are going to benefit a lot from their coming. Let's come out with other things in what are concerned to the country, so that they can as well, even though that they are off target, no, this is their target, it's wiser to allow them, be open in heart. That's what I think.
But don't you think it will be transactional? How, you know, I don't feel
transactional that they cannot come without having interest.
So now, what are their possible interests?
You know, for now, they did not say they have any interest.
Okay.
First of all, because if you go, before US will enter any country with interest, they used to declare their interest. Yes. And another thing, they used to have invitation. Let's say you are calling on them to come. That's when they can present their interest. If you check the Ukraine, they are stepping into Ukraine. It first to that rare earth resources.
Minerals.
Yeah. So all those things, because now Ukraine now offer, please come and help us. But this case of Nigeria is not same, because what they are coming in for is good to that Nigerians will understand that they are channeling their energy on a particular thing, a particular stuff that is happening within the country. So that's even feel.
Okay, now you said he declared by any particular interest. What if now they gain access? They came in after fighting the whole thing. They declared maybe as an example that they want to have a military base in Nigeria. Now, if you are in a position, are you going to allow that?
Yeah, I will allow that. Why? Because Emma, information when it comes to data, I used to say, anybody that has access to data, world data, there's nothing the person cannot do. Okay. Without Nigeria allowing US to come, if US wants to come in, they can. We can only cry out. That's the truth, I know. Then allowing them to come in is working with them. And somehow they wouldn't want to work, because I feel now some of the things happening Akandi na Nigeria, the Chania. So they wouldn't want a sabotage.
What you are saying, to you, you prefer that interference. Have you interfere in our domestic affair?
Yeah, it's not bad.
If
it's
you
not
bad.
Nigeria.
The my master.
Wait, let me just point out this. As Nigeria. First of all, Nigeria is terrible. Currently, the situation of the country are in order. And if you check for a long time, I ain't about all these things. The thing I escalate. So it's good to call in somebody to assist you. If US decides to assist, now it's their own decision. Virtually assist, let them come in. And what you have to do is see where we want to. This area is face the area.
And if they decide to go the area you don't want them, how do you deal with that?
How will you not deal with that? He decide that this is the area. And where that understanding from the initial stage. So if the understanding is there, they are good to go. But if the understanding is not there, no matter how much we want to talk from today to tomorrow, if these people want to come in, they will definitely do that.
Okay, the member said, do you agree in any way genocide on Christian community?
Yeah, I do. I've seen people crying out in the north. At least I did my youth service in Adamawa State. I've seen what it means to be in a state in our freedom of worship. And when Christians there, so many of them. And the local government where I served, some local government, I was opportune to see the exact effect of the Boko Haram attacks there, about the bombs and every other thing where they destroyed. So in all these things, you see what these people are seeing. You feel what they are feeling. But because we are at some side of the country where these things are not affecting anybody, we tend to look away. So there is definitely something going on against the Christians
now,
within that side.
Now, if you go online now, you see
Yeah.
a lot of Muslims speaking up.
Yeah.
First, now why Ojiwedeka also Christian like Donald Trump mentioned
Mentioned
only
Christians,
Christian?
yeah.
It's because them Muslims too, they kill them in numbers and still they are quiet about it.
So whose fault then?
What they are saying is, it is not, this killing happening is not just on Christian community, that it's still happening with the Muslims. So now, why will President Trump, come to say Christian genocide while this same fate is happening on both sides?
See what I want to say, eh? If you decide to spoil your house by yourself, burn down your house by yourself, attack your family by yourself, and your family also decides to keep quiet, maybe because it's an internal stuff, you don't blame any other person for it. So the people crying out are the people feeling the pain. If you are actually feeling the pain as you are now claiming, come open. Because all these people doing these things, and most of them, these people we are talking of, they know them. Come open, avail the information you have, let's deal with the situation. You don't hide things like this and say, oh, it's affecting me too. If it's truly doing so, you come open with the information. So that's what I'm saying. They have to speak up, talk about their own side of the whole thing. Let's see it, because I know when it started happening in Kaduna, they said that the whole thing happened in Anambra State, all Christian society, the Christian community part of Adamawa. So all these people, if you check just too, see, it's not necessary to downplay it, because these people cried and Trump came to answer. So don't start using propaganda or all those strategies to play down on somebody's survivor, let me say, way out. Because if not for Trump, nobody was talking about this people. And they've been killed over time. How many times have you heard of about their churches or there? All the things happening there, but we cannot go say that the government is doing something positively to curb it. So if there is a solution to it now, let's not play this kind of game and our church will spoil.
Now, and some videos and pictures flying around the internet showing the so-called bandits.
Yeah.
Having a peace deal with government officials.
Yeah.
Is there any way the government would have done it differently? Because IG of police, one of the video I saw online, he said that any group that wants, any armed groups that wants to come and talk about peace, that you not go to start arresting them or launching an attack on them, since they willingly come, and he answered that question the way he did. So is there where I see where me differently?
You see, yeah. What Nigeria is lacking is information. The right information to fish out whatever problem they have within them. Somebody coming to tell you, oh, I'm a thief, I want to surrender. Then after that, maybe the child, it did not work that time. The person will go back. Then you still wait. The person has given you enough information to know, okay, this is actually the people we are fighting. This is actually the face. This is actually who we are going after. Now, Nigeria is hiding under, let's say, lack of information, because if they know where these people are coming from, they should know where to attack from. If those people come to say that they want amnesty, you say it's good because it's part of the law, let them allow them. But you check, this thing has been done severally and it never worked. Amnesty, it never worked. If you check the last time they did it, the Boko Haram and all those things, at the end of the whole thing, they had to bring them back into the society. At the end of the whole thing, it still did not work. people are still coming in. These ones will surrender, then another set will come and take over. That's what they are doing. These ones will come in, you think you've had them all, the next set will come and take over. So that's what they are doing. And what I think is that Nigeria should look out for the source of the problem. Where if these people are coming in from other parts of the continent, they should check where they are coming in from and tackle from there. I am not ruling out amnesty, it's necessary. But while you do that, you do it with wisdom. And you don't train people, that's another thing, because I saw something on people that are trained already as DSS officials that are now being dismissed from their duties. You don't train armed people and dismiss them just like that.
So because you know, and what any reason for their?
Or I didn't go to the reasons. I didn't see the reasons. So, but however, you don't train them and dismiss them just like that, while they are still within the society. So you say the reason. If what they did is something that is worth putting them behind bars, do the right thing instead of just leaving them like that. So these are things that I want to point out, because if you are talking of security, it's a very serious stuff, and I think US has enough information, and that's why we need them at this stage.
Now, the Maya Master, you know, these people, you know, committing all these crimes, all the killings and so. Let's talk about their belief. Don't you think their belief is part of the problem, like their belief system?
It's actually...
Or maybe, no one could for their own religion, they make mistakes somewhere. Like, how can we...
It's actually the problem, if you are going to the truth. The belief and the interpretation of that belief, but the problem. If you have someone who actually is supposed to live his life, have his family, take care, love people, and people will love him or her in return. And that person has been brainwashed into giving up that same life, even the life of the children, to fight a cause he is not going to benefit directly from.
That he will benefit
afterlife. Yeah, they will say afterlife. It means that something is wrong. And this is, if you talk of belief system, this is just not just about that person. It's about the mindset, the orientation that they are getting. This set will pass, another set will come in with the same thing. So now it's good to call everybody out. Call out the people who are initiating these people into this kind of thing and sort the whole thing. If you're talking of amnesty, these are actually the people that need to come to the table. The people training these people. The people giving them the doctrine that they believe in. These are the people that we should look out for. Because mindset is one of the things that spoil society. So if you allow them bring in that mindset, definitely they will continue training people for you to battle. That's the way it is.
But what can we do differently to help their mindset?
What I think we can do differently is to let people know that life is per head. That thing you think you are being, you are fighting for, it's not your fight. If you have your own life and you can plan your own life, have your own benefits as a human being, live like every other person, you have the chance to grow. You have the freedom to go to school, freedom of association, so many other things. Have fun in life.
The Maya Master,
If they understand all these things, I think it's going to help them.
You know, there is a lot of belief system that are killing people. And with a lot of belief system. Like Ibia na South now. Ogwego. Ritual.
Yeah.
You know, Ogwego. Because our people believes in Igbo Mwadi Mwego. And where people that still believes in that till date. Ndi Gochakwama University puta. Even ndi na joka.
You see
and those that can, if they pass this kind of information to those people that can actually,
the gullible ones,
then those people, they will go and take action.
So that's why I'm telling you, if you check Anambra State, at some point, some people were talking of Okita and so many other things. That's why I said the need is very much there for the government to look at these people, convincing people
so
that this is the way forward.
How can you tell
see how that kind of thing has been solved in Anambra State.
Okay.
Yeah, it has been solved in Anambra State. Check the people telling people, oh, you can do Okita and make money. Immediately the government brought them to book and they are facing the law. Now, the people that they were convincing all the while are beginning to understand, oh, these people cannot actually disappear from the government's bondage.
The man said, do you know,
this is where we have to start fighting from.
They believe na ebu mmade na mmade eji nwe ekpata ego till I began to use my sense to reason.
That's why I'm saying that people should use their sense.
That is the how can belief system allow you use
this is reorientation. That's it. That's where it starts. Reorientation, getting to those people who are teaching them these things and telling them that you are leading people astray. If any of them goes wrong in maybe the interpretation of their doctrine, you put the person behind bars and we start talking from there. The government is not doing the right thing. They are not doing the right thing.
Not even the Ogwego. Now we have people believe when you use, somebody's
and people buy parts to
prepare sham that it will actually work. All those things they lead to more killings.
You see, that's what I'm saying.
Talking about kidnapping.
Yeah.
When the person refused to pay ransom,
they sell the part.
They sell the part, or they will kill the person. Now we are not. This is for South. Yeah. Now talking about jihadists, the Islamics, the extremists for the Islamists. Now, if you go down that, you don't even know why they are doing what they are doing. If O2I will South now, because we believe we are more enlightened, we are still practicing this kind of a thing. What of those people that we feel they are not even enlightened? What about their own belief? How do you think you make them believe that that thing they are doing, they will gain nothing from it? Actually.
See, that's why I said reorientation. I said it earlier.
How
you
can
see,
you
in everything, I've taught in Islamic school. I was a teacher of English in Islamic school. Adamawa State. So, and most of the people that I taught there, some of them were their clerics, the imams, and I have seen the way they see life, their belief, and some of them are married people, but they want to learn English. So, what I'm trying to point out is that these are the people we have to look out for. The people who are teaching these people. I'm not saying they are the ones teaching the jihadists, let's say Boko Haram and co. No, they are not. But we have to, if government should have the data of every Nigerian, the people coming in, the people going out, knowing where people come into the country from, and being aware that this is the number, the actual number of persons coming into the country, being accountable on each of them, like knowing them per person, per head. I think that was why they did the national identification number, something like that. But they are not implementing it in some parts of the country. If you know these people by their numbers, at least you know who you are looking for. You know the information you should be looking for. You know why people would live in the bush. You know why some gatherings are not supposed to hold. Why will you gather people like this? How do these people disseminate their information? How do they teach? But in this case now, you sit in your country, they will enter, kick people from schools and go into the bush, teach them what they want to teach them, then bring them back to attack. So are we thinking that all these people that are doing all these attacks, that they don't undergo trainings? Where do they do their trainings? That's why I'm talking of the US stepping in. Because the information we should have to curb the situation, we are not having them. So if US should step in, it means that they will have to ransack the whatever bushes we have around and know what's going on there. Since we cannot tell within our locality, our bushes, what's happening there. So this is why I'm pointing out the fact that reorientation is the necessary thing. And if need be, like US is claiming to intervene, if they are going to intervene actually, why not give them the chance? Yeah, they need the chance. After all, we've been with the problem for a long time and we could not solve it. Changing heads, military heads, one after the other. What has it changed so far? So I think they have the, it's right to allow US come in. Yeah.
So the Maya Master, like we've said, you know, we have a lot killing people in Nigeria. It's not just about the Islamic jihadis. Yeah. So if US now come in, okay, do you feel they can stop the killings actually happening in all?
I feel,
because in Magona now we are talking about the killings now. We are just talking about the bandits.
Yeah.
And it's not just the bandits killing people in Nigeria. When some other beliefs, even South,
yeah,
like I told you, then I
killing people,
and a lot of things. So now, do you think USC will solve that national problem?
See, like Igbos used to say, onye namara akpụ ogene, nye nele egbe anya n'ọdụ.
Because the Maya Master, do you know that they still kill people in US?
That's what I am saying now. But the people, if you hear that someone was shot or maybe, you see them going after that person. Why? Because they have the information on who did the shooting. And what people don't understand, check when Osama bin Laden, they claimed the man after the 9/11 attack. It was a long time, but they had the information. Most times, US will have the information, keep it as a personal property until they are ready to use it. Now check how they helped Israel fight Hamas. The major thing they contributed should be the information. The information, the tip-offs on this is the best way to attack, and all the heads of Hamas were brought down. In fact, whenever they put in a new person, before you know it, the person will go down. So these are people that we are sure that they have information. Why I'm not
they
trying to...
They have information in all the information or information to capture particular area
of concentration. Now that they are concentrating on a particular side, it's good to not bring the entire problem of the nation to them. Let's allow them one thing at a time. Let's allow them face the area they say they want to face. And from there, we can actually, because I've seen countries where they entered and they were able to train part of the military. We can actually know what's happening in Nigeria through them. Because what I am seeing now is, I don't know whether government is involved in what's happening or not. So it's with an international interference that we can say, oh, this is actually where our problem is coming from. So if we are talking of the general problem of the country, remember US did not say they are coming to fight insecurity in Nigeria. They said something about a country of particular concern. That's how they named Nigeria. Then, on the other hand, they were talking of the West, the North, killing of Christians in the North. So if this is their area of concentration, let them come in to tackle that area.
Okay.
And the other ones, at least Nigerian army, military, should shift their attention to the other ones. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, okay. Let's talk about Keife these bandits. Actually, what do you think they want? Why are they killing people?
You see, these are just, I would say, a particular phase of a so many faceted monster. A monster with so many faces, showing you just a particular face. This side you see Boko Haram, this side you see bandits, this side you see headsmen. There are so many sides to the monster. So it's not necessary saying that you want to, maybe this is the actual thing they want. Because if we want to count Kwara State, so many states now, if you check, I wouldn't go into tribal stuffs, but if you check how the Fulani has been taking over states. In fact, the emirship of some places. It will be clear to you already that this is actually what they want. This is an invasion. We know it's clear. It's an invasion. They've invaded the country and they are still coming in their numbers. They've taken some states politically and otherwise. And now they are still encroaching. And people are not talking about that. We have to. You see, one thing that I'm just shocked about is why we are talking of US coming to help us, and it's now a kind of problem to us when we've been suffering within the problem for a long time and government couldn't do anything about it. So now the US
is it that government couldn't do anything, or maybe their best is not enough?
How would I say their best has not been enough? Their best is actually nothing compared to what's coming. No, not what's coming to Nigerians. You know this thing that we are talking of Fulani herdsmen. There are cases in Enugu too of the herdsmen. There are cases in Anambra State here of herdsmen. Yeah, Ebonyi and so many other places. It's good to know where the problem is coming from. That's what I'm talking about. Let's know where the problem is coming from. Since you people are not able to tell us, oh, see where the problem is coming from, and this is the best way to tackle it, let's allow another person to come in. And it's just like having an international auditor to come and check what's happening in our account. Let's see where the problem is coming from. So I don't think US is going to solve every problem of Nigeria, but I think what they have to offer is reasonable. So let's channel our energy to other things and as well learn from them. Because if they could give Israel the quality of information and the precision, most times when these people target and they target an accuracy, I'll be like, their precision is inspired and powered by some very tactical professionals. And you cannot take the American hands off it. So these are areas, right, I think we should, let's see more the positive side of their coming than crying over something we've not been able to do anything about. Now that is just like a Messiah is about to come.
Okay, so the Bible master, if I own what he that the only option we have now is to allow US coming.
Yeah, that's the best option, not the only option.
Okay, what are other options we can take if we don't want the
other
US
options? You know, I know Trump as the man whose word is an order, is a command. He dropped those words, and we are running around like this. So I think he has actually gotten the government to sit up.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an option. Their coming may be far-fetched. We can wait till eternity and not see them. Yeah, after all, they are facing internal problems too. They've been under shutdown for a long time now. So, and even vote of confidence on Trump is dropping, even within the US. The last vote, it was 38, down from 62. So what I am saying is that this thing the man said is not like it's happening today, or it's happening tomorrow.
Because he even told Nigeria to do something.
It's for Nigerians to sit up. It's for the government to sit up. It's for the government to understand that, oh, we are seeing what you are doing. We are seeing that you are not doing the right thing. So you cannot start crying, oh, they are coming, when they are not here yet. So why not do something before they think of coming? So that's what I'm saying. It's wiser for the government, the first option is to sit up.
Sit up by doing what?
By, first of all,
let me assume, employing 50 million youth into the army. Will it solve
You just reminded me. You can see all these
things.
Is it going to
solve the problem?
It did not solve the problem.
No.
It did not solve the problem. Even the employing 50 million youths has not happened. It did not happen.
Okay, but what if
that was what they used for.
Is it going to solve the problem?
If you want to employ people, that's the amnesty you're talking of. People who are interested in handling guns. It's not everybody that you should think of employing.
Yeah.
So the 50 million youths are not ready to be employed into the military. So I know that one is not going to happen. So what I'm saying, those people that are there already, work with them. Then seek information if you don't have enough on how to get to the root of the problem. Some people will say dialogue. Dialogue for how long? For how long?
Exactly.
Check
for how long?
How many years?
Are we even supposed to dialogue with bandits?
That's the thing. But we are doing so.
But are we even supposed to? Because onye no na side of, because then we're two sides. The repairers and those that
spoilers.
Yes, spoilers. If you are not at this side, that means you have to be destroyed. So are we even supposed to be giving space for all those negotiations? All those surrendering. What are amnesty? I'm talking even about amnesty. Peace deal and stuff like that. The peace deal should be them, should be we conquering them, and them zole banami, like zole to stop the evil they are doing.
Yeah, running away, away, fleeing the country.
Or even fleeing the country even. So the master, like you applaud the whatever the peace deal, the government having the peace deal with bandits.
Do you know? Let me just say something. One of the things that people do when they cannot do much is to say, please, I'm sorry. It's just like chickening out. It's just like Nigerian government chickening out from facing the reality, like the people who are fighting them. Yeah. So if you try this way and it's not working out, you try the other way. Because if the fight is in your house, somebody brings fight to your house, and you are seeing your television and every other thing being spoiled, you can tell the person, okay, wait, let's dialogue. So that's what Nigeria is doing. So you will not say that it's not a strategy. It is. It's a welcome strategy, no matter how. But on the other hand, too, you have to show the person, because if that person stops that day and starts, or maybe the next generation starts next time, that means you've not solved the problem. So it's wiser to check where the root cause of the problem is. What are these people fighting for? I think you asked me something like that earlier.
Yeah.
So, and I'll have to say I'm not in the position to say what they are fighting for. But it's almost clear that this is just like people trying to conquer a nation.
A conquer
You see how the people that conquered Afghanistan, Taliban's.
Yes. The way they started.
Yeah, the way they started. And at the end of the whole thing, they are in charge of the country now.
Even the ISIS in Syria.
Yeah. So if you check all these things, you see that it's still the same movement. And we are playing with fire. We are playing with fire because we are not supposed to be talking about, should US come in or not?
Oh, you are saying they should come in immediately?
Yeah, of course. They have to. They have to. Because the government is not doing whatever they are doing. It's what the fire force of the people they are fighting is beyond their capacity. I'm not underrating them. But what I'm saying, from what they've shown so far, it means that they are not measuring up to what those people are coming with. That's why they are talking of peace deal.
Or maybe, are you going to say that Nigeria is too big for
what?
For security architecture? Or what?
Let me not say it's too big. Because even US is very much bigger than Nigeria. Very much bigger. So it's that coordination that we don't have. If we get the right leaders so many things will change. We don't have the coordination, and the people who are there, most of them are, the sentiment around surrounding Nigerian governance is terrible. Someone will see the, oh, it's my brother that is there, it's now that you want to solve a problem. What a problem? Because your brother is there, you don't want the problem to be solved now, so that it will not be a dent on your brother's name or something. Why not call a spade a spade? If something is wrong, it doesn't matter who is there, whether it's anybody's brother, because definitely it can only be somebody's brother that will be there.
Yes.
Yeah, no matter who enters there, that person is still somebody's brother. So it's wiser to face the problems, no matter who is there. Let's speak up, say the truth, and face the reality. Because what I am seeing from the way the incursion of the people doing all these things, Nigeria is losing it. With the ammunition and every other thing that these people are exhibiting, Nigeria is losing it.
All right.
How would people attack innocent people with no arm, without anything, and you will tell me that they have any good reason? No, they should say something else.
And my master, time was by our side. Our program will be go to an end. So our viewers, this is Ihe Na-Eme N'Ime Ogbe, on ABS. I know on all social media platforms. You can follow us on Facebook, X, Instagram, even TikTok. So your comment can be on the comment section there. So when you find that Kali here, if you still want to join us in our program live, you can send your message across. So the My Master.
Yeah.
A few words.
Yeah, thank you everybody. What I'll have to say is that it should be clear to Nigeria that there's a serious problem.
And we need to wake up.
Yeah, and we need to wake up. We don't need to say, oh, because this person is close to me, or maybe because this person is from my state or from my religion or whatever, that we have to. And this is not even time to start talking about religion.
Yeah.
Let's get aid.
To come together.
Let's get aid and solve our problem collectively. Muslims, Christians alike, let's come together and solve this problem. That's what I have to say. Thank you.
Nigerians, let's come together and solve our common problem without sentiment. Thank you. Whoa.